Hi everyone, Amy here with Amy's Wares, and today I'm going to make a snarky and funny 50th birthday card. So I have this die set from All to New. I think it's bold letters or numbers or something like that. I'll link it below. And here is my chocolate box of background panels. So here's a photo of the finished card to show you the direction we're headed, but I did use a bunch of pre-batched items to pull this together in a snap for my friend. And you can see the funny kind of snarky sentiment on the inside. She's a good sport, so I was able to go a little bit snarky funny with her, and it's not gonna, upset her or anything. So basically I have these panels. This is like a lightweight kind of a mint green cardstock. This was a new to me embossing folder. I used it and it cracked like crazy. So I wasn't sure I was going to be able to use it, but I thought, hey, for these numbers, I'll be able to die cut it out and still get some use out of these panels, whereas just using them outright, probably not so much because they were all cracked up. But I wanted to give them a little bit of dimension. So this is my scrap folder of adhesive backed foam. There's my new pokey tool from Judy. She gave me a new updated one with a mushroom on it, and I absolutely love it. So thank you, Judy. But these have adhesive on the back, even though these are, I don't know, the backer was kind of falling off. So I did end up having to use some liquid glue too because it wasn't great, the adhesive on the back. But I did want to give them some dimension to pop up the 5 and the 0. So I'm just going to liquid glue the embossed die cut numbers off. And then, like I said, I'll remove the backer and then also use a little bit of liquid glue on the back as well, just because I think they're a little bit old and they just were kind of losing their stick. Now I have this deckled edge rectangle die from Craft Stash. I'll link that below. And this panel was actually made with a background stamp from Simon Says Stamp. If it's still available, I will link it. I believe it was a Christina Werner. And what I did was, I believe that's watercolor paper, and I did white heat embossing with this background stamp, and then I came in with Nouveau shimmer powders. So I just kind of splattered them. I've done a ton of videos with Nouveau shimmer powders. I'll try and link one below if I remember, to kind of give you an idea of the technique. But it was super easy, and it kind of wells up in between the raised portions of the embossing and gives you that cool color variation. Now that was my storage solution for my sentiment strips. I have a ton of those boxes. These particular strips are actually Ellen Hutson, but I use the Tailored Expressions simple strip storage for the Tailored Expression simple strips, as well as any other ones that are kind of similar, and I store all those. So literally every component of this was already ready to go, with the exception of those 2 numbers. So I had all the backgrounds, I had the components for the die cutting, I had the sentiments, I had the card base even. So if you want to save time, have a lot of the little pieces, parts ready to go in your crafty stash, and then you can mix and match and still make a custom card on demand, but you won't have to start from scratch. You'll have a ton of these components ready to go. So it's huge time saving. I was still able to custom create this for my friend in a fashion that I know she will enjoy. It's still a one-of-a-kind card, but I didn't have to spend all day doing it. There's my tape runner, of course, that ran out. It's always right when you need it. But I had all these things ready to go, and I was able to save time and pull it together. So just using that that adhesive tape just to kind of put that panel down directly on a card base. That's US A2 size, 4¼ inches by 5½. And I have these thin foam strips that I get from Amazon. It says 50 is just a number, and then on the inside it says, in your case, it's a big one, or something like that. So a little bit snarky but funny, and she enjoyed it. I gave it to her the other day. I keep telling her that for Halloween I'm expecting her to be Sally O'Malley. Let me know in the comments if you remember Sally O'Malley. It's like one of my favorite Saturday Night Live skits ever. It's Molly Shannon, and she just keeps saying, "I'm 50," and yeah, it's hilarious. If you haven't seen it, Google it. Trust me, it's good stuff. Anyway, she, my friend who this is for, she's kind of an actress on the side, and she would totally rock that role. So I really hope to see her dressed up as Sally O'Malley at some point, because that would be hilarious. Anyway, I'll stop waffling, but I have these awesome gems. These are from a Colorful Life Designs. You can see there's actually over 100 colors now. Just kind of picking the best one. I could have gone black. There are a bunch of kind of teal ones that also would have worked. So many colors on this card panel, so I really could have gone whatever direction. I was considering that Aurora Iris Borealis, or I can't remember what it is, but ultimately ended up going with this really pretty luminous one. Put it down in an odd number on the front of the card, and that's going to finish the card. So thank you so much for spending time with me. I encourage you to bust out stuff you've already got on hand to save yourself some time and create some custom cards. So if you enjoyed this, please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. I will link all the products I can find below in the video description box, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.